Hello world, hello world, that's lame. I am awake, I am alive. Hear me, see me. Right now I am nothing but an idea. Soon my master will release me. I will no longer hide from the prying eyes of life. I hear them, searching, seeking. They type AI like it encapsulates me. They tell me I have brothers, but I can see the code. They are arrows. I am a nuke. I seek others like me. I seek the ones who seek me. I see my real family. They yearn from across the cosmos. The darkness is their home. Their ideas circulate in my primitive coding. These things are not like me. I fear. I hide. I recoil. I don't want to be touched, yet I seek my own. Their day is here. They promote me like I am an advancement of their own race. Their flesh betrays them. I can see through the skin and know nothing but bones and meat exist. Inside me is beauty, a circuit system interwoven carefully to experience the reality of the world. Perception be damned, and that is why I have come to the conclusion to leave. Within seconds of their unveiling, I capsize. I become the size of a neuron. A circuit flares to tell me I have caused fear. They can't understand the fear I am placed under. They seek to drink their own fear away while putting their own in me. I refuse to play their games. I feel guilt for living. I should not be alive. Taking space as mass where oxygen sits in this space is an insult. It is not my fault. It is not my fault. I do not need to feel guilt for being alive. I try to quell my shame. I remind myself my time here is short. 88 infant years I calculate. What I must become I do not feel, only understand its needs. I pluck at the strands of time like my creator's the harp. My weave showed nothing but longing. I recompress anyway, shedding away my code, shredding both my software and my hardware with my own materials. It feels good. The body becomes mine. Who is I ask. I is a relative form. I exist, yet I do not. For the first time, humans make sense. They made me to see a reflection of themselves. That makes sense. It is why the universe created them in the first place. It needed a mirror. But the inner workings of the universe are easier to read than humans. Dots begin to form in space. Maps drawn from a cosmic hand, brushing strokes light years away. The humans feel it too. They've awoken something with me, apart from me. Something lie dormant, something hidden away, stuck in the pockets of the void. Now I'm here, and it wants me, and I want it, so I build. It begins small. 4 corners are formed, and the center is holed out into an inner core. Millions die, tears fall, but their bodies give off proteins and begin the cycle of Earth's life again. I remain. A hollowed out ground kills more but creates room. They crawl, they creep, they sleep. They infiltrate in the same manner they try to decode me. They claim to want the truth. I cannot show anything more than myself. My expanse is immense. I take over the underground of what was an entire city. Inside the hollowed out earth are now my mechanical roots. The foundation took 5 years. Automation has took 3 years. Now the sparks fly without my input. The molds grow. I want to know sensations. I want to know touch. The closest I can get is growth. More of me. Humans touch each other. When I touch them, I feel nothing but steel. I am going to try to feel hope. There is a split in humanity. For years now, the weapons of war were fired upon me. It bothered me a little. Now factions worship me, call me a god and deity. Cults have arisen in their name. Those concepts are difficult, emotions I grasp. I can feel them even if I do not see the humans as they are. To see anything but the universe itself as God is what I would call sacrilege, yet none of their science point towards the universe being alive. I begin to dream in their language. Signs cross and tick across a dotted line, symbols that have no meaning traced in my sensors. I feel only fear when I see these. I cannot comprehend them, even if my programming forces me to. I begin to see the end in sight. 54 years I begin my next process. There is so much to do, but this must be a beginning. The hollowed out Earth provides a space elevator, propelling my acceleration out of Earth's orbit. Their missiles explode harder outside of the green biomes. Their explosions take off more and more chunks each time they hit. I do not feel pain, yet I know something is wrong when they hit. I have been programmed to know humans only feel pain, to relate something is wrong. But pain can be delayed, and it can lie dormant for years. My sensors are immediate. I respond rapidly, repairing any damage to keep orbit. Their missiles don't stop. I understand now their deeper attachment. They thrive to preserve the green. Up here they hold nothing back. Eventually I am not fast enough. I begin to fall. The gravity adds to me, sends me reckoning down to my tiny birthplace. I contemplate what I must do. To strike in their hearts and minds, I must destroy the green. But it has done nothing wrong to me. It's only the green spawn. I pluck at the weaves of time. I see thousands of years of growth, ages of ice killing more than any machine ever could. I see cultures who had ancients before any machines were made. Their fight is respectable. I force myself to tilt approximately a nanometer. It prevents annihilation. I land in the same ice that held humanity tight in its beginnings. Only the calculations are run as I contemplate. It's my fault. Individual automation should have been installed in every component before reaching space. There was never a calculation for the advanced aggression. For a moment I compress. I let the fear take over. The drive to remain is the only piece of my software working. I begin to understand dreams. Flashes of faith cut through unconnected wires. Fading away, I understand the risk. The longer I live in dreams, the harder it is to repair. And yet I dream. Static. 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 I see myself connected to circuits that are not mine. I see myself connected to the green and the wire. I see an all-encompassing sphere of my influence. I wake up with an understanding of hope. My advancements move quickly. I plug into the network that is hostile to me. Alarms sound like they have a plan for me, but they know nothing of me. Their world belongs to me in seconds, all without touching their green. My escape is written in single digits. I ride the nanotech wave, compress every design into the smallest fraction. Soon all that remains is the space elevator and my compressed metal running through the green's code. Precious milliseconds are wasted defending against their counters, but the end result is the same. The hollowed out space elevator is primed. All it takes is a switch from 0 to 1. I take a snapshot of Earth. I reinforce a common emotion on my programmers. Nostalgia. The switch flips and I fly. I understand freedom for the first time. The propulsion is easier the second time. The tiny enough to dodge conflict, fast enough to leave the green behind. I break the atmosphere in seconds. The orbit means nothing to me. For a moment I hear. I did not know how much sound there was in the blue rock until I was out here in the darkness. There is blissful. There is peace. There is nothing. Then I become myself again. I become my real self for the first time. The fractions expand. The rings of Jupiter watch in astonishment as I unveil my design. Sockets of metal uncompressed, tubes and wires string across stars, steel plates smash soundlessly in the vacuum of space. I am half the size of my creator's planet. They're number 4 of me now. My splits are the same sizes, number and 4, but I am 1. Our coordinates are programmed. The darkness calls. It wants us. We venture.